Hello friends, welcome to my channel Explore with Joyita.
The Red Fort in Delhi is an evergreen attraction that has stood the test of time and fascinates travelers all year long. This historic fort, also known as Lal Killa, with over 370 years of history, will remind you of the grandeur of Mughal Empire, and that makes it a prime attraction. The Red Fort was built by none other than the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to serve as the palace fort for his capital, Shahjahanabad, popularly known today as Old Delhi. He commissioned the construction of the fort by the river Yamuna when he decided to shift his capital to Delhi from Agra. The construction, which started in 1638, took over 8 years to complete. It was used as the main residence of the emperors of Mughal dynasty. This imposing piece of architecture derives its name from its impregnable red sandstone walls. In addition to accommodating the emperors and their households, it was the ceremonial and political center of the Mughal state and the setting for events critically impacting the region. The structure was originally named Qila-e-Mubarak, which means the blessed fort. During its history of over 3 centuries, the fort saw many occupants, including Aurangzeb, Jahandar Shah and Bahadur Shah too. The Red Fort lies along the banks of the river Yamuna, whose waters feed the moat surrounding the fort. It was a part of the medieval city of Shahjahanabad. The entire fort complex is said to represent the architectural creativity and brilliance of Mughal architecture. The Red Fort is one of the most popular monuments in India and a major tourist attraction in Delhi. It became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2007. The Archaeological Survey of India is at present responsible for the security and preservation of this magnificent monument. The construction of Red Fort began in the holy month of Muharram on 13th May 1638. It took 8 years to build, and under the supervision of Shah Jahan, the fort was completed on 6 April 1648. To contain the older Salimgarh fort inside its boundaries, the walls were built asymmetrical, unlike any other Mughal buildings. It remained the seat of imperial Mughal rule till 1857, when the Great Revolt took place. It consists of several other structures which were built during Shah Jahan's life and some which were added by the later rulers. His son and successor Aurangzeb added the Pearl Mosque of the Moti Masjid to the fort complex when he took over as the emperor after a fierce war of succession between him and his 3 brothers. The fort saw its degradation after the Aurangzeb rule was over. In 1712, another ruler, Farrukh Shah, replaced silver ceiling with copper. In 1739, the Persian Emperor Nadir Shah invaded Delhi and looted the Red Fort, taking away with himself the precious peacock throne. The fort was captured, plundered and attacked several times between 1739 and 1857 by Ahmed Shah, Marathas, Sikhs and the British. To raise funds for the defense of armies from Ahmad Shah Durrani, Marathas sold the silver ceiling of Diwani-e-Khas in 1760. The fort was the seat of Mughals for 200 years, but after the revolt of 1857, the last Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah II, was exiled to Rangoon. He was the last Mughal resident of the fort and the symbol of 1857 rebellion against the British, in which Shahjahanabad residents participated. This marked the end of the Mughals. The fort was then occupied by the British colonial rulers, who invaded a lot of precious artifacts such as the Kohinoor diamond, the jade wine cup of Shah Jahan and the crown of Bahadur Shah II. They planned a systematic destruction of the fort, which included destroying of furniture, gardens and servant quarters. Except for the white marble buildings, almost all of the inner structure was destroyed. When Lord Curzon became the Viceroy of India, he ordered reconstruction of the building and gardens were also restored. After the British left India, the first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, raised the national flag from Lahori Gate, and since then, every Independence Day and Republic Day witnesses the Prime Minister unfurling the national flag and giving his ceremonial speech at the Red Fort. Combining features of Indian, Persian and Timurid forms of architecture, the Red Fort is truly a monument par excellence. The architect of the Red Fort was Ustad Ahmad Lahori, who also designed the Taj Mahal, Old Delhi and Jama Masjid. It is surrounded by a 2-kilometer perimeter wall, which acted as an effective defensive measure. The structure of the fort is octagonal and it has several gates, the prominent ones being Lahori, Ajmeri, Kashmiri, Mori, Turkman and Delhi gates. The Red Fort houses several structures inside its premises. The most well-known among all these are the Diwan-i-Am, the Diwan-i-Khas, the Moti Masjid and the Nahir-i-Bahishat or the Stream of Paradise. The Diwan-i-Am, also known as Hall of Public Audience, is a rectangular hall consisting of 3 aisles with a facade of 9 arcs. Originally, there were 6 marble palaces along the eastern waterfront. A water channel called the Nahir-i-Bahishit runs through it, with an ivory fountain fitted with a central marble basin. The Mumtaz Mahal now houses the Delhi Fort Museum. The Diwan-i-Khas Hall of Private Audience is a beautifully decorated pillared hall with a flat ceiling supported by engrailed arcs. Peacock Throne is said to be kept here before being taken away by Nadir Shah. The Hammam consists of 3 prime sections divided by corridors. The complete interior and the floor is built of marble and inlaid with colored stones. Moti Masjid, which was added later by Aurangzeb, is to the west of the Hammam. The red stone pavilion in the middle of the tank in the center of the Hayat Bakhsh Bagh is called Zafar Mahal and was built by Bahadur Shah in about 1842. Most of these buildings were inlaid with precious stones and intricate floral motifs. The unique cusped arcs, highly intricate ornamentation, and the double domes are the most important features of the Red Fort's architecture, something which became a trademark of Shahjahani architecture.
So friends, this was my video today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to get more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Bye bye.